My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. Last week we took a look at a fire starter from a company called Bigfoot Bushcraft. That was the fire plugs. We basically took a look at the product, we took their claims, and we evaluated those claims to see if they were true or not. What I have here today is another fire starter, and we are going to do the same thing. I'm going to begin a series here. We are going to evaluate different fire starters and put their claims to the test. When it comes to this company, the claims are interesting. They're vague. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. This is the Epiphany Outdoors Baddest B fire fuse. This is the same company who made the Pocket Bellows, which is an excellent product. Check out my review because it's well worth your time. It's a fantastic product for campers, backpackers, bushcrafters, and so on. Anyways, folks, with this fire starter here, take a look at this. You can see the small form factor in this water-resistant case. On the inside, you have 20 fire fuses. Each one of these fuses is almost 2 inches long. Each one of these is so lightweight that my scale will not even pick them up. They are insanely lightweight. The weight of the case and the 20 fuses on my scale is 22 grams, which is less than 1 ounce. That's impressive. That's very impressive. When it comes to the materials of these fuses, the company claims they are made in the United States from 100% organic materials that include beeswax, olive oil, spice and food-based dyes, and cotton. So basically, folks, this is a wax-infused cotton-based fire starter, just like the fire plugs. But as you can see, these are very much different. Going back to the container for a second here, as you can see, the form factor is very small. This is roughly 2.5 inches long, and it's about 1.5 inches wide. Before we go over the claims of these, let's talk about the different versions out there, because you could find different versions of this depending on where you look. The Epiphany Outdoors website sells a different version than this. They sell a 3-pack of basically 3-inch long fuses. You're supposed to cut those in half so you can have 16 fires in total. Those run $16. This runs $9 at knifecenter.com. For myself, I like the smaller size, and I like the fact that these are pre-cut. They're ready to go, so you can simply pop off the top, grab what you need, and go. You don't have to take the time, cut it, because in certain situations, you may not have that time. If it's a really wet day, you need to get that fire going, you don't want to be wasting time. So that's why I like the small version. Plus, 20 fires for $9 is better than 16 fires for $16. Know what I mean? Now let's go over the claims for these fire fuses, because they are virtually the same, and it doesn't matter if it's on the Epiphany website or Knife Center. I believe they are still written by the same company, Epiphany Outdoors, because the details are virtually the same with a very small exception: the burn time. Knife Center has a stated burn time for these fuses, whereas the Epiphany Outdoors site does not. I find that very, very interesting, and I'm not sure why that is. In fact, the information on the Epiphany Outdoor site is very limited. So now let's go over the claims that Epiphany Outdoors has for their fire fuses. So the company says here, Baddest B fire fuses, which provide users a weatherproof tinder that produces a strong, long-burning, breeze-proof flame that is considerably larger, stronger, longer burning than a flame produced by a match or butane lighter. That is a very interesting sentence, and there's a lot said there, but also at the same time, not much. So let's consider this. A weatherproof tinder. What does that mean? That's a marketing gimmick. That means absolutely nothing, right? They're not saying it's windproof. They're not saying it's waterproof. They go on to say that it's a long-burning, breeze-proof flame. How long? It doesn't say. Breeze-proof, what does that mean exactly? A flame that is considerably larger, stronger, and longer burning than a flame produced by a match or butane lighter. I highly doubt that. A lighter is going to burn for longer than one of these. A match? No. That, in my opinion, is a very poor claim right there, and it really doesn't make much sense. Continuing on, it says, due to the low flash ignition temperature of the materials, the organic weatherproof formula we use, our Baddest B fire fuses are extremely effective at igniting from sparks cast off flint striking tools in wet and dry conditions where the forest floor tinders are too damp to ignite. Coupling this larger, longer burning flame with a bellowing tool gives users the opportunity to start a fire with wet fuels when they normally wouldn't be able to start. So that's the claim from Epiphany Outdoors. At the Knife Center website, all of this information is the same, but there is this one little bit of information. Baddest B fire fuses provide users weatherproof tinder that produces a 3 to 5 inch flame for up to 10 minutes. 10 minutes on one of these? I don't know about that. I don't know. This is pretty small to burn for 10 minutes, but we will see. All right, so those are the claims. These are my questions. My first question is in regards to weatherproof. What does that mean? Does that mean it's windproof? Does that mean it's waterproof? Well, already they say that it's breeze proof, which is nonsense. You could say that a match is breeze proof. Weatherproof is a marketing term. Considerably larger, stronger, longer burning than a flame put out by a match or lighter. Again, the lighter, complete bullshit. Match, okay. Extremely effective at igniting from sparks from a flint tool. We'll test that out. And then there's the claim that these burn up to 10 minutes. We will see just how long these burn for. So let's go ahead and pull one of these out. It has kind of a sweet smell to it. I really can't place it. It doesn't really smell like anything. It's more like a hint of maybe spices of some sort. The overall texture is not sticky, but it does leave behind like a slight residue of some sort. Some sort of waxiness, but it's not bad. It's kind of waxy, but it's not the same as like rubbing a candle. It's not the same type of residue that's left over. So let's go ahead and open this up. Let's pull this apart and expose those fibers. I'm going to do this only at this end, and we'll let it burn kind of like a candle wick. We have the stopwatch ready. 10 minutes? I don't think so, but we'll see, we'll see. If I'm wrong, I'll say so. So let's go ahead and do the spark ignition. Definitely caught on. Burning away. We're about 30 seconds in now. It's burning away for sure. Burning very slowly, very much like a candle wick. As it stands right now, that flame is not 3 to 5 inches tall, not even close. That's about 1.25 inch flame. Without a doubt, that is a small flame. Not very impressive. It is breezy today, and you can see that influence on the flame itself. That was a slight breeze, and it had a major impact on this fire starter. 1 minute, 40 seconds now. Look at that flame. Look how puny that is. So we are now at 2 minutes. Weatherproof. That's laughable. What's interesting to me is how the top part doesn't seem to be burning, but I could see that there's fibers there that could be burned. 3 minutes, 10 seconds, it went out. Okay. Yeah, you can see the unburned fibers there. So everyone, for the initial test there, I am extremely unimpressed. It burned for about 3 minutes. The flame was very puny. Yes, there was a slight breeze, but that's the key. It was slight. It really wasn't that breezy. I mean, that's not even close to 10 minutes. And that flame is not even close to being 3 to 5 inches tall. I'll tell you what, folks, before we go to the weather testing, let's let another one burn out and see how long it takes. 3 minutes, that is so short for a product that claims up to 10 minutes. I just wanted to do another one to see if there was a change in the results. So we're at 2 minutes now. The flame is very small again. The only way to get a big flame from this is to pull the entire thing apart. But if you do that, it's going to burn even faster. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and it's out. That's crazy. Even worse performance. Let's go ahead and take one of these and let's fluff up the entire thing. I want to see what that's like. Let's see if there is a difference in the burn time when it's fluffed up like this. It should be much, much less. Start. So look at the huge flame on that. It's really burning now. We're at 22 seconds. It's windy above us, but it's not bad here. Here comes the breeze. Coming up on 1 minute, and it's almost out. And it's out. About 59 seconds. Now let's go to the weather testing. These are not going to be very weatherproof, I could tell you that already. Okay. Okay, so it's lit up. As you can see, it's breezy. The amount of heat coming off of this is very minimal. Well, there we go. Yeah, all right. At the very best, I would say this is wind resistant. It is not windproof. So their claim of it being breeze proof, I think, is accurate. Let's move over to the waterproof testing. So I'm going to open one of these up. I'm going to fray it. Then I'm going to splash a little bit of water on it. I'm going to do a quick splash here. So it's wet. Let's light it up. Oh, also like the fire plugs, these went out eventually. So let's introduce just a little bit of water and see how it performs. All of that testing was very interesting. My thoughts of these are not very good. What comes to mind is this. It's better than nothing, but that definitely doesn't make this a great product, right? I think there are better fire starters out there. I think the fire plugs that we took a look at last week are much better than these. This is a very limited use product. The flame's not very good. The amount of heat it puts off is not very good. The burn duration's not very good. Weatherproof, complete horse. That's complete marketing mumbo jumbo. I hate that stuff. It is slightly water resistant. Let's say if there's a slight mist falling on this, it'll be fine. But if it gets wet, if it's raining, you can count this out. What it has going for it is the small size and the low weight. You could easily carry 20 of these, and in certain situations, they can get your fire going. But you're looking at 3 minutes of burn time for one of these, even less so if you open this up. I think if you were to light this like a candle, you don't fray it, you take a lighter, you just light from the top and let it burn its way down very slowly, that might be 10 minutes. Maybe. Doing it like that is not very realistic. The little case is not bad. And as far as the pros go, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Another con for these is that they do stain your hands. My fingers are stained yellow. Another con... Are you done? Another con for these fire starters is that they do stain your fingers. My fingers are yellow after handling these. Why do these need dye? It adds to the cost. Something else that's being burned, it's not really needed for a fire starter. It does help it make it look like beeswax, I suppose, but in the end, it's not needed. And I certainly don't like the thoughts of the dyes soaking into my skin. So I think, folks, I'm done. Make sure to comment down below and share your thoughts. What do you all think about these? As far as fire starters go, I think there are much better products out on the market. If there's a fire starter that you would like for me to take a look at, let me know. Comment down below, shoot me an email, either way works fine. Make sure to hit the thumbs up because it does help the channel. You can support the channel if you want to here on YouTube or on Patreon. Until next time, be safe, be kind, strength and honor. Bye for now.